Hey foodies, welcome to Cooking Shooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make some motichur laddus. So let us start making it. So these aren't mini bundi laddus or crushed bundi laddus. These are real motichur laddus. So we're going to start up by taking 1 cup of besan or chickpea flour. I'm to next add in just a pinch or two of this kesar food color, a little bit of ghee, just about 1/4 teaspoon or so. Now I'm going to make a thin batter out of it, so I'm going to add some water and make a batter. So I do have a precise measurement of water here. I'm going to take about 235 ml of water in this recipe. Basically you just want a very thin batter, a a watery kind of consistency. So at first make a thick batter so that you don't form up lumps. Then add more water, mix it all well together. So right now I have added 200 milliliters of water to this, and we're going to just mix it really well. I'm going to keep this for about 15 to 20 minutes. By that time it will get a little thicker. Then we're going to add in the rest water, and then we're going to mix it up really well, and then we're going to make the bundis out of it. So now I'm going to add in some more water to this, about 35 ml of more water. You don't need such precise measurements, you can just mix it and make this watery kind of consistency. But I have been making with this ratio from a time, so this works perfectly for me. Looks great. So now let's make the bundi. So our batter is ready, so we're going to make the motichur bundis now. So you will need a jhara for this, and this is the finest one. So we're going to take this and make it. So here I have a stand, or you must say a container, from which I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to do like this, and that's how the bundis will come out. And then we're going to take it out and keep it in a tray. So for doing this you will at least need 2 people. So here I have my mom, who is going to take out the bundis from the hot ghee and keep it in a tray. So we're going to start making it. So I'm going to just keep this like this, and make sure your ghee is really hot, and we don't want to work with warm ghee or something like that. So I'm going to keep this over here, and she is also going to add this batter, about a ladle full at a time, to that. And while she is adding, I'm going to keep on doing like this. So we're going to wait for the ghee to get a little more hot, and we're going to start doing that. So let's start. I'm going to just keep on doing like this. So now it's time to take out the bundis. As soon as you add it to the ghee, you have to take it out. You don't want to cook it too much. So make sure you keep the bundis in a perforated plate or something kind of a thing, which the excessive ghee can come out from. So I'm to just be ready for the next time, and I'm to like so make all the bundis. So you can see we have got a very fine bundi. So let me try it. So you can see it's nothing like you can't do it alone. You can do it alone as well, but with 2 people it's much more easier to work on. So keep on removing the extra bundis time to time from your perforated plate as well, so that all the bundis can get rid of the excessive ghee. So now we are going to make the last one, the last batch. So these look great. You can also make colorful ones if you wish to. You can make green and red as well, but I'm fine with a single color. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, you have to use the thicker variety of besan. Don't use the fine variety of besan. Here the besan that we get, the person grinds it and sells it, so it's a kind of a thicker besan which is perfect for making this. Just make sure you don't use the finer variety of besan which is known as Bombay besan. So we are done with the bundis. Now we are going to wait for the bundis to cool down a little bit and release the excessive ghee, and then we are going to make the final laddus, and this will take about 10 to 15 minutes or so. So our bundis are all ready and they look absolutely perfect to me. To you it may look like the bundis are kind of stuck together, but these are absolutely perfect. As soon as we simmer these in the sugar syrup, these are all going to glow and these are all going to look absolutely perfect. So now let's start making the syrup. So we're going to take 180 grams of sugar in a pan, and we are going to add in 90 ml of water. Now I am going to add in just a pinch of cream of tartar. You can also add just a drop or two of lemon juice if you wish to, just a drop or two. So I have added just a pinch of cream of tartar, and I am going to also add in a little bit of rose water, a little bit of powder food color as well, the same Kesar yellow food color, and we are going to get this to a boil. So the cream of tartar plays an important role here. If you don't add it, the motichur laddus will be dry from inside. The cream of tartar is also known as cream tartary. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can also add a drop of lemon juice. So the sugar has melted and it has got a boil. I have switched off the flame and I am going to switch over to a slower flame now. So now this is as close as being the flame is switched off. I am going to add all my bundis in. We are going to mix this really well. You can also switch off the flame for a moment if you wish to, but make sure the flame is at the lowest flame possible. As soon as this gets a boil, just switch off the flame and add the bundis in. After 2 minutes, start the flame at the lowest flame possible, but I have switched over to a very low flame. So now we are going to mix this and cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Actually there is no time or something like that. We are going to just cook this until this starts leaving the sides a little bit. That's the indication. So just mix this and cook this. So this looks to me like it is perfectly done. I'm going to now switch off the flame. You can see this is neither too thick neither too thin. This has kind of started leaving the sides. I'm going to just switch off the flame and I'm going to cover this and I'm going to keep this for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to add the nuts and we're going to let it cool down. So it's been about 5 minutes since our mixture is being cooled up. So I'm going to just take this out to a plate now. So I'm going to spread this out so that it cools down really fast. We want this to cool down. Now feel free to add any flavor to this. If you wish to add some flavors, you can add some cardamoms, you can add some edible camphor which goes really well with it. So totally up to you. I'm going to keep it really simple and really classy. It's going to be with the aroma of ghee and a little bit of rose water. So now I'm going to add in a little bit of this melon seeds, or also known as charmagas. Just a few of them. Don't add too much. You don't want to overboard your motichur laddus. So our mixture has cooled completely. So now we're going to make the laddus out of it. So just take a little bit of it and shape it. Size is totally up to you. Just shape it and keep it in another tray. and the last one. So our motichur laddus are all ready, but these aren't ready to be consumed right now. We're going to keep this for about 4 to 5 hours at least, so that everything mellows down and everything is soft and really delicious and juicy. So I'm going to just cover this and keep this for about 4 to 5 hours minimum, and then we're going to consume or eat these. So there you go, our motichur laddus are all ready. So these are looking absolutely perfect, and they are actually. So what I did yesterday after 3 hours was I took them and then I rolled them with some ghee, and they are looking absolutely perfect now. They are such delicious, totally juicy and absolutely perfect to die for actually. So make sure you try this and let me know how does this go for you. Make sure you visit cookingshooking.in for the detailed recipe along with tips and tricks behind making this motichur laddus, because this can go chewy, this can go hard. There are a lot of tips and tricks behind making these, which I have found out by making a dozen of times. So these are absolutely heavenly and can beat any restaurant or mithai walas, because these are homemade and these are fresh. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe, it's free. Bye, take care, happy eating.